I have an announcement. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jazz, and today I have a very exciting announcement that to a lot of you, this may not be an announcement, you may already know, but I realised that I have not spoken about it on this channel yet. This is going to be split into two parts. One part you may already know, the second part you probably don't know, so stay tuned. So I had to make myself a cup of tea today for this video to announce I am co-hosting a podcast. Woo! Whoop, whoop, whoop. What? Oh my god. Sorry. We are actually, as of right now, I'm today editing episode 11, so we're quite far into the podcast, so you may know this if you follow me on other social medias, but if you don't, I co-host a podcast. It's really exciting. It's called Brews Reviews, and I co-host it with the lovely Sean from Caffeine and Commas. Sean used to have a booktube channel and now is more based on Instagram and on our podcast, so be sure to go and check her out. She is lovely. I really enjoy that we have overlapping reading tastes but also quite different reading tastes. It proves for like really interesting conversations. I get all of my thriller recommendations from Sean. So Brews Reviews is a new bookish podcast. New episodes come out every Tuesday, so that is when you can expect to see a new episode in your podcast app of choice. And each episode we either have a discussion or we have a more light-hearted, like a challenge kind of episode, or just like kind of do a tag but in podcast form, or just kind of talk about something that's like related to the bookish world. So to give a few examples, we've had Amy from Amy's Bookshelf on the podcast, and that podcast was very much focused all around Bookstagram and Bookstagram aesthetics and honesty and being honest, and the responsibilities of a creator when you're creating online, and it was a really interesting discussion. So I will link that below. I will link everything below, obviously. And then we've had some more light-hearted ones. We've done a few recommendation episodes. At the end of each podcast episode as well, we always alternate ask each other a bookish question / challenge / game. It is really fun, and it is one of the best parts of the podcast because it's always a surprise. We don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, it's a really good time. Yeah, I'm really excited about this project. I'm really excited about the podcast. And we recently actually just passed 500 downloads, which is amazing. I cannot believe we've already got 500. So I would absolutely love it if you go and check out the podcast. And we are over on Instagram at Brews Reviews Podcast. We tend to do some like weekly polls themed around the episode on our stories as well, which is really fun. So yeah, go and check out our podcast. Oh, I'm so excited. And if anyone is watching and you have already, you're like, this isn't news, Jazz, and I've already listened to your podcast, thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so the second part of this video is very much related to Brews and Reviews, and it was announced in the episode that came out today that I've got to stop trying to do drum rolls. As part of the podcast, we're going to be hosting a quarterly book club, the Brews and Reviews Book Club. Yay! We kind of wanted to have quite a chill vibe of 2021, and I really love monthly book clubs. I participate in a few of them, but I don't think it was sustainable for us to try and do a monthly book club. So we've decided to do it quarterly, so it gives everyone like 3 months to acquire the book, read the book, and then we can discuss the book at the end. So it's like definitely very spread out, it's chill, you have time. This month is going to be a bit shorter, so for the first book club, it's going to be in February to March. So at the end of March we will have a discussion, and no dates set yet, but check out our Instagram to follow along with that. And from there it will be quarter 2, so April to June, and then quarter 3, July to September, and then the last quarter, October to December. So it's just 4 books this year, and I'm so excited about it. So in our most recent episode, me and Sean both came to the episode with 2 book suggestions for the first book club. So we have 4 books for you guys to choose from. Which book would you rather read? So I'll tell you what my 2 picks are and like a very short synopsis, and then I'll tell you what Sian's 2 picks are. And then if you head over to the Instagram, there should be a poll up on our stories and you can go and vote for which book you'd like to read in the first ever book club. So okay, so my first book pick is The Disaster Tourist by Ko-eun. This is translated from Korean by Lizzie Bueller. Quick synopsis of this book: it is kind of literary fiction, thriller-esque sort of ish, about a woman who works for a company called Jungle, and they specialise in package holidays for tourists visiting disaster-struck places. This book very much explores the human and environmental impact of dark tourism. I am so excited to read this book. It was like, I'm definitely picking that one. That was like absolute no-brainer. I'm so excited to read this one. So that's book pick number 1. My second book that I've picked is on my Kindle, and that is The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby Daré. This is her debut novel, and it's about a teenage girl growing up in a rural Nigerian village and about her aspirations to acquire her louding voice and to get an education. And that's kind of all I know, but that's like completely sold me. I've seen so many people talking about this, so I'm really excited about it. That is pick number 2. Okay, now we're into Sian's picks. So Sian's first book that she picked is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This one I'd seen so much about but never really knew what it's about, and I know that it's like dark academia vibes. It is like secret societies at a college. I read the Goodreads synopsis. I still don't know what it's about, but I'm really excited about it. I've seen a lot of people love it, some people DNF it, confusing. I want to know my thoughts. So that's book pick number 3. Okay, so Sian's 4th and final pick for the first book club is The Good Son by You-Jeong, translated from the Korean. We've got 2 translated Korean picks, that's really interesting, by Chi-young Kim. I'm really sorry if I pronounced those names incorrectly, I tried my best. So this is a thriller pick. It's about a man who wakes up and his mum has been murdered, and he finds her at the bottom of the stairs, and he also really struggles with memory loss, and he remembers his mum calling out in the middle of the night, but he doesn't know why. Yeah, so it's all about what happened. And I'm super excited. I love a thriller, and this one sounds really good. So that is the 4th and final pick. So if any of those tickled your fancy, head over to the Instagram and vote in the poll for which one you think we should read, and then join us for the first ever book club. I'm so excited about this. I really hope people are excited. Let me know if you're planning on taking part. We've both never hosted a book club before, so it's quite exciting. And I really enjoy that we started off quite chill, quarterly, because it's less of a commitment, people are busy, and also 2020 was hard, so 2021, chill vibes from Brews and Reviews. Okay, that's it from me. Hopefully this was a short video. I waffle, I know. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're going to check out the podcast. And if you're here and you watched the video but you don't have much to say in a comment, leave me down below a little headphone emoji, just to know that, so I know that you were here. And thanks again. I will see you in a new video. Goodbye.